Here we go!
What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 11 of the College Gamer Podcast. I'm your host, Alex Tudor. We're recording this a little bit late tonight, so stay with us if we are a little bit drowsy. Today, whenever you're listening to this, we have our guest, Will. How you doing, Will?
Pretty good. It's been a while.
Been a while? Yeah, you missed last week. Yeah. Kind of sucked. You were out of town, right? Yeah, fun. And as always, we have the illustrious Logan Sowers.
I am here.
How you doing, Logan?
I'm doing pretty good.
What have you been playing? I've heard you got that new PC
War
game.
Game Airland. It's not new, but it's new to me. War Game, not GAM. War Game Airland Battle, and it is addictive and difficult.
What kind of game is it?
It's a PC game.
Well, yeah, but... So is it like a top-down strategy game? Is
yeah,
it
kind of.
Turn-based?
Yeah,
what is it?
It's top-down.
So is it real-time?
Yeah, it's real-time. Cool. Although, it's kind of like the Total War games. Although I haven't been able to zoom in.
Oh, okay.
To see, like, street view. I don't know if you can or not. That may just be my inability.
Right. You just gotta play it more to learn the controls.
It's so fun.
Yeah. I've been kind of lazing around. I've been replaying Skyrim on the PS3.
Has it disappointed a fourth time?
I've gotten farther than I usually do.
Again, is this the fourth time?
So far, because this is the fifth time that I've really gone in and really tried to play it on the PS3.
Alex is not only a man for second chances, he's a man for third, fourth, and fifth chances of a video game. So if you're bad today, maybe you're better tomorrow. Who knows?
Yeah. So, I've been playing it. I've been watching SpongeBob on Amazon Prime
which is
while
a hell of
playing
a show.
it. So I'm just sitting there, powering through.
You've also been, again, on the subject of watching shows, Boy Meets World.
I have been watching Boy Meets World.
What do you think about Boy Meets World?
I just bought the first season. Got a good deal for it. I'm about halfway through the first season. Awesome show.
It's an amazing show. I spent my childhood watching that.
I only watched a few episodes when I was a kid, and when I'm halfway through, and man,
so
it's just a good show.
The realization that George Feeney is indeed not a child molester.
No, he's not a child molester.
He is the hell of a guy. I love George Feeney.
But I will say, I'm so surprised how many outside references.
Yeah.
The show has. Wasn't it a Disney show? Was it a Disney show?
It was an ABC show.
ABC show?
I don't know if Disney owned ABC at that time.
I don't know what it was, because they have so many different references to so many like so many different studios and corporations and stuff. I don't know. It's a really good show.
Yeah, good acting. And Savage, right?
Sure, it's a children's show.
Kind of.
But it has a lot of adult.
Yeah, it's a show that's lighthearted but can be serious. It
pulls on your heartstrings.
It does. Even my heartstrings, which are made of steel.
Yeah. A few times I saw myself tearing up a little bit. I'm like, oh man.
Yeah, no, I've been there.
I feel that. I experienced that.
We're going to pull this back to gaming.
Yeah, let's bring it back to gaming.
Segue.
It has been an absolutely awesome news week.
Totally.
I will say I haven't been as excited for gaming news in a while.
This is the most exciting I've been since the launch of the PS4. It's been a really heck of a week.
It's been one great week.
It's about time. The new year's starting off. Yeah. You know.
So let's begin with the first news story. All right, let's go ahead and start. Awesome news. We kind of rumored it earlier this year. We might have even talked about it on a podcast, how it was rumored. We couldn't confirm it until it was announced.
And this was Nick's big thing, right?
On Tuesday or Monday.
I can't remember.
3 days ago.
Okay.
Tuesday. It was Tuesday.
It was 2 days. Yeah, Tuesday.
Yes, that's right. We are recording this on a Friday night.
Tired. School's about to start.
Tuesday.
Started.
Alien.
Yeah. Nick was really excited about this one.
Alien Isolation.
Yep.
This game is being developed by the Total War developer, Creative Assembly.
Yeah. Total War Games.
Of course, it's being run by Sega, because Sega owns the rights to Alien.
Maybe they'll make a new console.
But Creative Assembly is going towards not the traditional shoot 'em up, run and gun style of gameplay that we've seen in Alien games so far.
Everything that makes Alien Alien is no more for this game.
Well, what makes everything Alien as we know it in gaming is gone. Now it's back to what Alien really is, which is a horror.
Fight for your life.
Yeah, a fight for your life. In space, nobody can hear you scream. I mean, that's like the scariest thing. It
sounds like this
ever.
You know, it's not very good.
Yeah,
it's creepy.
That's pretty bad.
That isn't to say that you can't scream in space. Although if you are trying to scream in space and you're like,
your head may explode. But anyway, so here's the question: Alien, who's cooler? Alien or Predator?
Well, let me answer that. Let me describe Alien Isolation for a second. It's being, as I said, developed by Creative Assembly.
Yeah.
The game is set to follow the events of the original Alien film, in which players take the role of Ellen Ripley's daughter, Amanda. The game will focus on survival horror this time around, rather than the typical run-and-gun gameplay. It will capture the true essence of the Alien universe by only having one alien throughout the entire game.
So this is like Slender Man's pet is after you. happens to be an alien.
Now, if you watch the interview, and if you go look at the article on the College Gamer website, you'll find the video for the interviews with the developers, as well as a trailer for the game. In the developer interviews, they discuss some of the technologies behind the game. The game looks exquisite. I really recommend any of you listeners.
Comes out for
PS4, Xbox One, maybe PS3.
Oh, what about PC? I'm assuming it's a PC.
I have it right here. Oh, it is PS4, Xbox One, PS3, Xbox 360, and PC.
Sweet.
So pretty much, if you own a home console that plugs up to your TV that's current or last gen, you can play it.
Unless you have an Ouya, then you're out of luck.
But if they talk about some of the technologies,
or Wii U, you can't play it.
It looks like a great game. The lighting in the game is phenomenal, which makes for a great game, because Alien is all about the really dark places and the really bright places, and how they interact.
Lighting sets the mood.
Yeah, lighting sets the mood. It's great.
This is like a Wii game. Was it Epic Mickey or Dark Mickey? What was that game?
Epic Mickey.
Epic Mickey.
The dark version of it.
Yeah.
The concept was that, but it didn't turn out in that.
It was not a terrible game though. And the lighting really did do some cool things with that game.
Lighting always does cool things.
But the coolest bit of technology I thought was in this game, Alien Isolation, that's coming up, is the alien itself. It doesn't have a predetermined path. So it's not like a model that's put on a path and set. It has its own program to hunt you down. And and if it hears you, it chases after you. If it smells you, it stalks near your area unless you hide from it.
Those things have noses.
It can smell.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
So what happens if someone takes this technology and applies it to a digital smart car and just well, going after people or something,
being chased by a smart car.
But this is absolutely one of the.
It's worse than its bite, you know.
This is absolutely one of the most intriguing Alien games to be released. Hopefully, it'll be a lot better than.
I'll make the reference here, although Nick's not here to get it. It will be better than Aliens Colonial Marines.
That's what I was just about to say. I hope it's better. It looks like it's already turning out to be better.
But Alex and our friend Chris, who's been on the podcast before, talked about that game for 3 or 4 years before it came out, because it was...
We've been talking about it...
No, before Aliens Colonial Marines came out, you talked about it for so long.
Since 2008, 2009.
When did it come out?
2013.
Yeah, seriously. And they had that long to work on it, and it still sucked.
It switched different developers. But this game, one developer, one mind, good. That's what I'm...
One alien?
One alien. I'm excited for it.
One determined path.
I'm excited to sit in my room in pitch black darkness with headphones in the middle of the night so everybody's asleep and play this game. Because I will no doubt be screaming and running.
Now, you did that with Slender, correct?
Well, Slender... I didn't know what to expect going into Slender.
Now, are you glad you did that, or are you? Do you think if you could go back in time, would you not do that? Would you change things?
It was definitely a social phenomenon. I would have done it anyway.
Just because. It's Slender Man, who is by far the coolest of the recent scary folks to pop up on the internet.
Slender Man is the most classic.
Yeah.
Obviously.
It was like the original of the internet people.
Well, yeah.
Still the best.
Yeah. I would agree. I'm hoping that's what this is. It's even scarier because you're on a ship in space. Where are you gonna run? The other end of the ship? The thing will find you.
So
how do you win that?
Well, it's a story-based game.
Okay.
So you just gotta make it through the story. My guess is, it's just... Have you ever seen the movie Alien?
No, I have not.
Spoiler alert, the alien dies at the end.
What? They kill the alien?
It gets blown out of the... she puts on this space suit.
So you're a woman?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think you mentioned that at the beginning.
Yeah, he did.
Ellen Ripley, in the original movie, right? She puts on the space suit or whatever, and she gets in the chair. It's an excellent movie. For what it is, it's a really good movie.
Who was the director?
Ridley Scott.
Okay. He also mentioned that at the beginning, too, didn't he?
No, I didn't.
No.
Really?
No, I didn't say Ridley Scott. Ridley Scott.
Okay.
But,
Maybe you mentioned that in the briefing.
Maybe.
No.
Maybe you just knew that and you thought I said it.
I doubt that, but okay. That makes me sound smarter than I am.
But I said that, she's sitting in the thing, she puts on the spacesuit, the alien shows itself, she opens up a hatch door in the escape pod, and, the air gets sucked out, and the alien gets sucked out with it.
It's kind of like that scene in, what's that movie with
and it floats off in the space.
What's that movie with Harrison Ford
I'm guessing
and he's the president?
Dies.
Alex, what's that movie with Harrison Ford and he's the president?
Air Force One?
That's it, yeah.
That's the one.
Where he opens the back of Air Force One and he's got that parachute tied around the terrorist neck.
Yeah.
And it sucks him out and it chokes him to death. Yeah, that's cool. Just like that.
Kind of like that, but in space.
Less parachutes.
So it's more powerful
less
getting sucked
more
out.
terrorists, and Harrison Ford's not the main.
See, it's interesting, though, because there are some things that can actually survive in space. We have released certain microbes into space, and they can actually survive.
Yeah. But we don't... I mean, this is an alien.
It's an alien,
it's just
could be
designed
designed so that it could, that could be...
They didn't design it. I mean, it was kind of just a creature anyway.
It just kind of happened. Anyway, keep going.
Have you ever watched those movies?
No, I have
not.
not.
My God. Those movies made part of my childhood, what it is.
It
made me
You must have been a really twisted child.
Well, Logan. I enjoy a good chest burster now and then.
This guy in middle school would not shut up about aliens or Predator or Alien versus Predator. And his favorite song was "Break On Through to the Other Side" by The Doors. So, this guy was a little rebel from way back.
No Kanye West for me.
The least rebellious guy in the world.
Mostly just Jim Morrison, but yeah.
Yeah, no, Jim Morrison was a boss. People are strange.
I'm excited. I'm going to be screaming. Nick's going to be screaming. There's rumors.
The Tudor house will be a scream that night.
It's a single player only game. It's been confirmed. I kind of wish there was a co-op mode.
But
that could be cool. Interesting.
I think that would be cool if there was a co-op.
Well,
but I think also it would make it less scary if it was.
At the same time, it'd be fun though.
Because if you have another person there with you with this alien stalking you, one of you's gonna make it out.
But again, if it's running,
but then it's like my coworker died, or not even a coworker, like someone who was trying to survive this awful time with me died. It's like there's a passion there, you know.
Imagine being chased, me and you playing this game, being chased down the hallway together. We'd both be screaming in real life.
You know what's great? You know what's great about this game? The environment that you're in takes heavy effect on how you play. So you can hide behind boxes and everything, but if you see the alien, right, and it starts detecting you, and you freak out and start running the other way, it's going to chase you, obviously, right?
Yeah,
it should.
Well, you might actually trip over a box and have to get back up.
How big of a game is this?
Dang.
It's a whole spaceship.
Like, how many hours do you think it would take to play
I'm
this
going to
game?
guess 10 hours.
10 hours. It's a full-size game.
10 hours of pure horror.
Yay.
And you're running and you trip, and then the alien's right on top of you. And
honestly,
you're dead.
The adrenaline rush there, man.
Yeah, you hear the hissing behind you and everything.
This movie's gonna give
And
like
horrible-
50-year-old gamer alcoholics heart attacks, and they're gonna die.
I'm excited.
There will be lawsuits.
They're gonna go like this.
And then everybody's just gonna agree it's a great game.
Here,
in
here.
general.
Just fall over and die.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to pause the podcast so I can show them the trailer. So, what'd you think of it? Scary?
Okay, that was creepy.
Okay, so basically,
first-
keep going, Will.
All right, well, first thing I want to mention from that, there's like the alien has been tearing this ship apart. It is like
Right.
there are dead people everywhere. You know, just blood splatters. It's like, why is there blood splatters? Who knows? Could be yours.
Yeah.
It's like, That's also really creepy when you just see your own hand out there. It's like you're reaching, but like for what?
Yeah, you don't know what's there, and like the flashlight, and you hear something, and you hear like in the
Yeah,
side,
you
and
just
look
see the
over,
shadow,
and you
like,
see
what?
this, and you see the motion toy start like going
Dude,
back and forth.
That was creepy. It's like,
and you're just like, do I want to walk over there?
yeah, you know.
Well, seriously, do you want to walk over there, like hide under the table
I
or
would.
something? What do you want to do? Run? What would you really do if that happened? Stand there in fear? I know I
Yeah.
would.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I'd piss my pants. I would.
We didn't even.
probably.
I
mean,
probably
if you were
will
getting-
when this game comes out, man.
Okay,
Getting chased
so-
by that thing, man.
Basically,
It's
my
horrifying.
impressions of this
It's all
trailer
teeth and ribs.
was that it's like the hardcore version of Eric Carle's childhood book, The Very Hungry Caterpillar. Instead of a caterpillar, it's an alien, and it's trying to eat you, and at the end it does not turn into a beautiful butterfly.
Oh, you know
Yeah.
what's funny about that?
What?
The whole life cycle of the alien might actually be really good because the face hugger,
Yeah.
and then it bursts out of you and becomes this alien.
So basically, you're getting eaten by the butterfly.
Well, dang.
Talking about beauty. And
No, that
fun,
sounds. It looks creepy because
That music,
you do have,
too.
You do have points where it's very bright and you can definitely tell, like you're inside a spaceship. You know, there's the lighting is normal, kind of almost sun-like, but then you have points where you can't see anything except what your flashlight shows you, and what your flashlight shows you is not the whole picture, and it's creepy.
Didn't you say, isn't it what your flashlight reveals to you? Because a flashlight doesn't project anything, it just takes away, it projects light, it doesn't really show you anything, it just takes away the darkness.
But the flashlight allows you to see. Is that better?
So I'm just waiting
Okay.
because I have like those big bass
Oh, dude.
headphones
Headsets,
and the
yeah.
surround. I have the surround sound headphones that I'm going to probably wear when I play this game. And if I'm sitting there like looking at a computer or a module or something that I have to cut open and turn on the manual override or something, and I hear a hissing behind me, I'll tell you right now, I will probably turn off the game, have to turn on the lights, have to walk around the house a few times. Probably not even walk around the house because I'll probably be too scared of the dark. And
Dude, I'm scared of the dark anyway. I don't know why you do that to yourself.
this game, or
Yeah.
something?
At midnight, man.
Because the thing is, I think I can take it. When I put in the game, I'm like, oh man, I've seen Alien before.
Alex
I've played all these horror games.
constantly overestimates his own courage in the dark.
Okay, there's a game.
The dark is a scary place, man.
Why?
You don't,
It's just an
you
absence
don't
of
know
light.
what is it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
What?
you don't. It's the fear of the unknown. You don't know what's in
I
front
know
of you.
what's in front of me.
But what if you really don't, though? What if
What's scarier than me?
I turned off all the lights and I
But we
moved?
can see you in the dark.
I would just kind of like fall to the floor and grab your ankles or something. I've done that before. Not to you.
Yeah, but no, what I'm saying is, like, you start walking through my house and I'm standing somewhere randomly in my house. You don't know where I'm standing in my house. And you just start walking through
And
my
you
house
can't
in
see.
complete darkness. The moon is a new moon, so it's completely dark outside, so you're getting no ambient light. And you have to walk. You can't crawl. You have to walk. You don't know where I am.
And he's
You're not
moving.
telling me you'd be
He's
a
not
little
moving.
bit scared.
He's not
Depends on what you're
breathing.
trying to do, man.
He's just standing.
I'm just standing.
Standing
And
somewhere
when you
in the
get
room.
near me,
Just like creepy.
I touch you.
Just standing.
that would scare you to death. I know it would. I
And
know
see,
it
There's
would.
no way of knowing it without actually trying.
And Logan, see, it wouldn't be kind of the stance where you're just like,
Will's
yeah, I'm
standing
full
up
of
now.
myself.
Ladies
you
and
know.
gentlemen, we might actually do this
I'm not
someday.
going to do it.
We may actually
Dude.
get like a night vision camera that I'll hold.
No.
Dude, you're not standing there like...
you walk through and
I'm
you can hear me
comfortable with my
see your reaction.
situation. Okay, Logan, he's not standing there. I'm comfortable with my situation.
Right,
he's not, like, crouching somewhere. I'm gonna scare you. No, he's just kind of hanging there.
I understand this.
Like, the legs are just slightly bent enough to be comfortable, and the arms are outstretched, are, like, just hanging off the sides. Not touching anything else. It's almost sensory depriving of the person just standing there.
Yeah.
And the head isn't hung down, it isn't looking up, it's just straight.
Okay.
There's no movement.
I have my own way of scaring people. Sit down.
In the dark, man, that's creepy.
But yeah.
It's unnatural.
This game is going to be horrifying and I can't wait for it.
We have played Airsoft in the dark, which, you know, it's very similar to that, because you don't know.
I have scared you then, too.
No, you shot me, you didn't scare me.
No, when we were on the same team, I've scared you. Yeah, I remember it vividly.
Okay, well, I scared you at one time.
And see, it's easier to scare someone when they're all hyped up on adrenaline anyway.
Yeah.
And so that's why they play that special music, that's why they have the dark. That's why you know that the alien is hunting you, that's why you see the shadows move. That's why they have that... The frickin' bird, man.
I'll have to show you... I'll have to show you the other video of the gameplay.
Bird?
I'll have to show you the actual gameplay.
It was a drinking bird. You know, the thing that, like, dips in the water, you know?
Alright, let's move on. I'll have to show you the gameplay when we're done with this, because it's horrifying. But anyway, let's move on. The next bit of news is a next-gen hardware sales update. CES was this week in Las Vegas, the big consumer electronics show.
Yep.
Where they showed off pretty much 4K and its technologies, and how it's the future of everything, pretty much. And at CES, it was announced that the Xbox One has sold 3 million units, while Sony has pretty much had an astounding 6 weeks, 4.2 million units sold.
Is the Wii U?
The Wii U is sitting at about... I don't know how many the Wii U is, but it's in the millions. But it's been out for 11 months.
The Wii is not on that list.
No.
They didn't even care enough about it to tell us how many they've sold.
I mean, considering the Yu-Gi-Oh!
Probably less than
the butt of
500,000.
most jokes in this podcast, that should tell you.
Well, the Yu-Gi-Oh! And the Wii U and the Xbox One.
But yeah, that's pretty impressive. Congratulations to Sony. Definitely congratulations to Microsoft. I mean,
congratulations on selling more than 1 million consoles. We didn't know you had it in you.
No, this is seriously.
That is a large number of consoles sold.
Yeah. Do you know how many Xbox Ones and PS3 sold on launch?
PS3s?
PS3s, yeah.
And Xbox Ones.
Xbox 360s.
No.
They only sold like 1 and 1.5 million in 6 weeks.
Cool.
Yeah.
So did the PS3.
That is.
This is astounding.
Yeah, this is how good.
$200 more than the PS4 did at launch.
Yeah. Xbox 360 cost, if you adjust for inflation, about the same much.
How much did the 360 cost? At launch. Not adjusted for inflation.
That's just
I
telling
have no
you
idea. I don't.
How
that's
much,
too far back in my memory.
That's telling you how much gaming has grown. All in all, how many more people are playing games. Mm-hmm. It also tells you
this is an industry that is really growing.
It's growing, and it also shows you how much the next-gen systems are wanted. Yeah. Compared to the previous gen, which Logan, for example, did not partake in, but
it is a growing industry.
He got a PS4. Yeah. I mean, it's new. It's better. It
is a growing industry.
It's nice.
It's definitely one of the fastest growing industries, entertainment industries of all time. Look at Grand Theft Auto 5 when it sold. It sold $1 billion worth. Right? A lot. A lot of moolah, my friends. A lot of moolah.
So,
they made 2 Mulan movies.
You should change your majors to gaming.
No.
Huh?
What? You should change your majors to gaming.
Oh, that's what I wish it was. My major's in journalism, right? I'm wanting to be
in history. I'm going to in 50 years. I'm going to talk about the gaming bust and what happened to gaming content.
But I want to be a video game journalist, right? That's what I'm starting this podcast for. That's what I'm writing on College Gamer for. I want to be a video game
Honestly, I'm going to be an engineer, and I want to make video games reality. So
you know. All right, let's move on.
Stretch, but still.
Let's move on. The biggest news of the week absolutely has to be the announcement of PlayStation Now.
Oh, yeah.
At CES.
Two more electronic shows.
Now,
Las Vegas, Nevada.
listeners, if you haven't heard yet about PlayStation Now, because
you're going to hear about it PlayStation Now.
PlayStation Now. Because
Not
it's been
PlayStation Win, PlayStation Now.
It's been pretty much everywhere. If you go to anywhere, any website, you'll hear about PlayStation Now.
All day, every day.
It's a huge innovation. What it essentially is, it's a service kind of, we are assuming, like Netflix. Where,
that is
but
the
for
general
gaming,
assumption.
not for
yeah,
movies.
I would actually say it's more like Amazon Prime, right? Where you can pay a monthly fee and you get PS1, PS2, PS3 games that you're able to stream, right? Without the disc, without the hardware, whatever, through your PS4, PlayStation Vita, PlayStation 3, and in the future you'll be able to stream it through tablets and smartphones. Doesn't matter what brand they are. It can be your iPad, it could be your Samsung tablet, doesn't matter. You'll be able to stream it through it. As well as what I think is the most innovative, Sony Bravia TVs. Essentially, you'll be able to play PS3 games on the TV without the PS3. That's huge. And you'll be able to pay a monthly fee.
I mean, that's genius on the part of
we don't know pricing just yet. It'll be pretty cool. It's the beta for the service starts later this month in January, and it's expected to launch in this upcoming summer. So my guess is probably E3 is when it's going to launch. They're going to come out on stage and be like, everybody, we talked about PlayStation Now. You can do it right now. Update your systems, update your whatever, and it's there. That'll be pretty cool. I'm excited. It essentially solves the PS4's backwards compatibility issue.
Which was a huge thing at E3. Everybody was like freaking out. Oh, hey, no, it's not going to be able to do this.
A new system can't play the games from the old system.
Old system, yeah. Apparently Microsoft has something like this in the works.
Because people buy the PS4.
Yeah,
because they want to play the PS3.
This is all being brought to us through Gaikai that Sony bought for $385 million, I think.
Yes.
$380 million.
75 sounds right. We could be
something around that number. Back in 2000.
This was a big deal.
2012. Yeah, they were in debt. And they still made that huge investment.
Yeah.
And it's definitely going to pay off.
So basically, Sony sent a message that you can find in The Other Guys, the movie, and they said this to Microsoft. Thanks for the F-Shack. Love Dirty Mike and the boys. If you haven't seen The Other Guys, it's my favorite movie. Go watch it. It's awesome.
But
and don't cry.
It's a huge innovation.
As a business move.
It's huge.
Genius.
It really is.
Absolutely. It tells them that they still care about the previous games, and they realize that the gamers still care about the previous games.
The gamers still want to play the old games.
Exactly. Like, you constantly are talking about playing PS3 games, PS2 games. I have a PS2, I'm playing through PS2 games. My
question is, what are they going to do for the games? Because what you're going to be able to do is you're going to be able to pay a monthly fee to get the games, or you're going to be able to go on there and just buy the individual games that you want and play those games. That's fine, whatever. But my question is, what happens to the people who already own the physical copies of the game? What I think they should be able to do, and this is a free idea to anybody at Sony. Free idea just for you. If they want, there's gotta be some possible way you can put in your physical disc of a PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3 disc, and be able to at least find out what game that is. You don't have to process it, you don't have to be able to run it, you have to just simply be able to know what that game is. That way you unlock it on the cloud, you're able to download it. Easy smeezy, it gets everybody on board, right?
I mean, simple as that.
If you have a digital version of the game, it's great that you have the physical, but everybody will want the digital because it's just ease of access.
It's easy. Like, is there the question of it making the PS3 obsolete before its time?
Right.
I mean,
well, also,
is that going to happen?
I'm wondering how many games they're going to be able to put on from the PS3, at least. Because right now, they demoed at CES The Last of Us and Beyond Two Souls. What I'm hoping, for Logan's sake here, is that they put the Batman Arkham series on there.
Once again, thanks for the F-Sack. Love Dirty Mike in the Ball.
Because honestly, if they have those on there,
I may play them.
you gotta play them.
Are they enhanced graphics?
They're probably PS3 graphics. What we have seen, since it's being streamed, and here's the problem I have with it, because Sony recommends that you have a 5 megabit per second internet. And this is the issue that we were actually discussing right before the podcast.
Yeah, we talked about this for like 2 hours.
That the internet service providers, in our area at least, can't provide consistent 5 megabit per second.
Windstream, we're pointing at you.
Yeah.
No thanks for the F-Sack.
So unfortunately, Sony is moving ahead
Dirty Mike.
with these technologies.
I mean, but people are
And the
going to buy
internet
them.
providers can't
Keep up.
People are going to buy them no matter what. Even if,
if they don't work, not if they don't work good.
If you can't use it, you're not going to pay that money.
Even if they offer like a PlayStation Plus
the people who,
discount, and I can get my
who do have that type of internet will buy it and they will play it.
Yeah.
And it's going to be good.
Yeah, but how many people in the United States is that? That's like the people who have Google Fiber in those three cities.
Those 3 cities, and Alex is eternally envious.
Yeah, I just, it's not a good. They need to really do something.
Yeah, he wakes up in a cold sweat at night because the internet's so horrible.
Yeah, I do. I really do. I have a hard time running the freaking website because the internet's so bad.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't even pursue my career because the internet in my area is terrible.
Mm-hmm. He has a dartboard in his room with the 3 cities that Google Fiber has, and he just constantly throws darts at them all the time.
And if I hit one day, well,
he's gonna
I'm going to go there.
Here's the deal.
That's
he's so horrible at darts, we don't have to worry about that. He's going to be around for a while.
Yeah.
That was all not true, by the way. That was.
But I'm pretty excited for it.
It sounds really cool, and they're probably going to make a lot of money.
Here's my question, and this is huge because if internet speeds start catching up, what happens when you can play PS4 games without the PS4 through this cloud gaming? What if you only buy the service?
It's what I've been saying. I think I've said this before.
Well, they don't right now as it stands.
They might.
It's what eventually.
Because they might not want to,
What if they do
put themselves out of business that way?
What if they say they want to save money that way? Think of it.
At that point.
But again, they are making money on.
At that point.
Yeah. Right now.
Game discs become entirely obsolete.
What about if the PS5 comes around in 8 years, right? PS5. And this PlayStation Now service is huge, right? Yeah. Just as big as Netflix, right? Why would they want to spend more money making a new console when they could just update their cloud servers to support PlayStation 5 games? And people can stream the games.
Yeah, they have to have a Sony device, right?
No, they don't.
No, that's what I just said. They can stream it through their PS4. So what if they already have their PS4 hooked up to their TV and they can stream the new PS5 games?
Well, they probably wouldn't do that.
What if they don't need to? What if your PS4 just turns into a streaming device where you're able to stream PS5 quality games without using any processing power from the PS4? Because it's all streaming.
In 8 years,
it's all cloud streaming.
They could announce that they're not going to have a PS5.
Yeah. I mean, it could just be, we want to just stream games for the rest.
If it is
and breaking Logan's dream ever since he was in elementary school of having a PlayStation 5.
PS5?
Yeah. Might not happen. As it stands with PlayStation Now, it might not happen.
Or internet just might drive PlayStation Now.
If it's a
maybe
it's as big as a success,
I've heard it works great.
If it's as big of a success as they want it to be, as it's expected to be, then there is always the possibility that there will not be a PS5.
Right.
At which point you have the idea of game discs being obsolete except for collectors, which probably
I mean that's how it is now.
Everybody loves discs, though. I mean, no one has to go out and buy a disc.
Yeah, but the way it's going. The ease of access. Okay, look at DVD sales, movies, and then Netflix.
I buy DVDs all the time.
Do you really?
No.
Okay.
See,
Think of
which
it that way.
suggests
I
to
don't
me
watch movies,
that
though.
there will be less game discs.
The movies
made.
I do watch are on
Much.
DVDs, though.
Many more
other guys?
less.
People won't
That
even
didn't make any
notice
sense
it
at all.
People won't notice that the physical games are gone.
Yeah.
Right? Because people will stop making them, and they'll be like, "Well, I'll just." It's
Here's
like
the
Netflix.
problem.
I'm not even going to go to the movie. I'm not even going to buy TV. I'm not going to buy any DVDs.
The
I'll
thing
just
with
wait for
Netflix,
it to
though,
show
is
up on
Netflix
Netflix.
takes
Here's the
things
problem.
off its website all the time. So if you love a movie, buy the DVD or the Blu-ray because it might not be there on Netflix.
That's exactly what people do. That's
what
what
people
collectors do. It's like when you love a movie, you go out and you buy the discs.
Don't
Yeah.
buy a Blu-ray because Blu-ray is just gay.
But that's what PlayStation would do. They already have their PlayStation Store. If you really enjoyed the game, why not download it straight from the store? You don't have to go out and buy the disc.
Well, yeah.
And then you don't have to deal with having the internet connection to actually buy it or to actually stream it.
Right.
You have a couple of possibilities there. Because Sony, no matter what, is probably going to want to make the same amount of money.
Right.
A lot of the
They'll
money.
be making a lot more money because they won't be investing as much into hardware
This is
manufacturing.
true, but a lot of the money will not be coming in from the consoles themselves, which means PlayStation Now is either going to be pretty expensive, or there will be a limited number of games on PlayStation Now, and to get more, you actually have to pay more money to buy those.
What it will be, it'll be like Netflix, right? Where they have a set amount of games for free. I guess. That's gonna. Well, I don't know.
It's more like
all the
Amazon
games are
Prime.
going to be free if you buy PlayStation Now. This is my assumption. I don't know if this is because they haven't really worked out the details
Yeah.
of the pricing and everything. I think it's going to be you're going to have your normal subscription fee.
I'm going to be like the Wii Virtual Console. That's already established.
But that's essentially just the PlayStation Store.
Yeah, that's the PlayStation Store.
But it has a little.
Yeah, you can buy PlayStation.
Why would it be any different?
Because it doesn't run on the PS4.
Yeah.
And you don't
it's just
stream
a
it.
stream.
You have to download it and wait for it to
PlayStation Now is
download.
just a stream, so you don't actually you just subscribe.
You just
to
press
that,
start and it
and you
goes.
You don't have to download the game.
save your
You don't
progress.
have.
You can. You save it
Okay.
to your own cloud storage.
Yeah. The cloud is a
You
very
still have multiplayer.
useful
You still
thing.
have trophies.
Okay.
You just pay a monthly fee or yearly fee or whatever.
But you are subject to, they have to make sure that they're keeping up their infrastructure, make sure it's all running.
Yeah, obviously. That's
Because if they don't,
I
then
mean,
it'll
and
just stop
having
working.
servers that massive, you know.
But I think I have pretty good confidence in it because of the remote play function of the PlayStation Vita through the PlayStation 4. Like, I've told you guys, and I'm sure I've told you, the listeners, this. I use my PlayStation Vita all the time when I'm sitting over here at my desk. Because I don't want to sit over there at my couch. I want to be here on my desktop or whatever. And I want to play my Vita with PS4 games. Right here in my hands. Huh? I'll play Battlefield or
You play
something.
Battlefield on your Vita.
Yeah,
You have a TV.
I do. But what if I don't want to sit over there? What if I want to sit in my living room? I can play it over there. And
use
it
your
works
PS4.
great. The game looks great. The game works flawlessly, pretty much. It works.
You can move your
Guess
PS4
what?
into the
There aren't
living
any
room.
wires.
Hmm?
There aren't any wires.
No,
Wires
not.
are a beautiful
And
thing.
if the streaming thing goes down, there will be wires.
Just like discs are beautiful and wires are beautiful.
I don't know. I think it's a very innovative thing.
Cartridges are just sexy, man.
I'm hoping PlayStation Plus subscribers. So if you're like a PlayStation Plus person,
Bastards, I hate those people.
I hope you get. You are one.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, you are one.
Ah!
You've been one
You become one of them.
for like 2 months now.
It snuck in.
Oh, have you gotten Don't Starve? Don't Starve is the PS4 game of the month for PlayStation
No.
Plus, and if you own
I
a
haven't had my
PS3,
PS4 on like all of
go
January.
download Don't Starve. It's the free game of the month.
Do you hear me?
At least-
I don't think I've had my PS4 on this whole month.
At least turn it on. At least download Don't Starve.
Is there like an update I need to download or something?
It should. If you have it on standby, it should automatically
It's
update.
never on standby. It's usually
You
on stop.
should leave it on standby.
I've been playing PC games recently. I'm not a PC elitist.
You should go download Don't Starve.
they're
It's
better.
free. You hear me?
Not really.
And if you own a PS3, PlayStation Plus, you also get Devil May Cry, the hit release from 2013. If you wait later this month, you get
That was last
Bioshock
year.
Infinite. Huh?
13 last year. So long ago, man.
Oh man.
I don't know.
Wait.
PlayStation Now is exciting. I can't wait for it. And yeah.
Let's do this.
All right, let's talk about one last story here. A new game from the Left 4 Dead developers were what's
You didn't
announced.
go over this with the briefing.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
It's called Evolve. Yes.
Don't remember it.
It's the
I've
We're
already-
paying
February cover on Game Informer.
I haven't got my February game.
Okay, nobody has.
Oh.
Kind of January.
Okay, Logan, stick with me here. All right, it's gonna be
Thanks, Benedict.
it's
Okay.
a 4 versus 1 multiplayer game, online multiplayer, where
You
four
remember
people
this?
play the hunters,
Awesome.
and the one other person plays the gigantic monster, fire monster called the Goliath. And essentially, the shooters have to take down the Goliath, and the Goliath has to kill the humans, hunters, whatever.
The name of this game again is.
Evolve.
Makes me so happy.
We went
It's
over.
so
we went over.
wonderful.
What was it called? What was that game that everyone wanted for the Xbox?
Oh, that's last.
I remember that. I don't
Yeah.
remember
You don't
this.
remember-
Well, I don't know.
This sounds amazing.
it looks
It
cool.
Makes me so happy.
Uh,
You have one person who's obviously overpowered, but he's up against 4 people, and so
Yeah.
you can have the 4 people who work together beat the Goliath, or you could have the Goliath beat the 4 people, and it's all up to. Honestly, I think it's all up to the 4 people and how they interact with each other.
I still think chess should have gotten Game of the Year.
But it looks pretty cool.
Might have been like
Um,
600.
No. Maybe.
the giant Goliath can spew fire from its face, and it stands
This
30
is an
feet
online
tall.
game.
Yeah.
only.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's so
I'm assuming
beautiful.
You download it, and you can't buy the.
No, I'm sure you can. I'm sure you can buy the physical disc whenever it comes out.
Wonder if
It's like
there's
Left 4
a
Dead.
storyline.
Okay.
I don't know, maybe. But that's kind of a bit of news. Read about it in Game
Sounds so
Informer.
wonderful.
That'll be later
Hasn't
this
come out
month.
yet, apparently.
And then the last bit of news is kind of disappointing for some of us Titanfall fans that are.
That was yeah. I kept wanting to say
showing up.
Section 8 because it reminds me so much of Section 8, even though I know it's not Section 8.
Titanfall has been announced that its
like
multiplayer
10.
matches will only allow up to 12 people. That is 6 versus 6 multiplayer.
Basically,
That's
every game
tiny.
Microsoft showed off at E3 sucks.
I don't know. We don't know.
Okay, here's my thoughts on that. So
Rise-
you realize
It's a
sucks.
cinematic multiplayer game.
Yes.
It has to be small.
it.
That's
you
just-
also
it-
have. I mean, the idea with it is you also have giant robots that you can ride around in.
Right.
And I mean, if you're gonna have giant robots in a relatively small amount of map, you can't have a lot of people running around.
Right.
And so you have that issue where you get a bunch of people fighting each other all in giant robots. It's definitely going to get a little crowded.
Yeah.
And
I agree.
you want to have some open space because there's a bit of free running in it too, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I mean, you got to have room for that also.
I think it's going to be big enough. I think 6 versus 6 is just fine, especially for a multiplayer game that I've kind of gotten the impression that it's more of it's a single player game that's meant to be that is a multiplayer game, so it has a story in the multiplayer, essentially. So I kind of feel
Sounds
like
fun to me.
I think it's kind of makes sense that you have 6 versus 6. Because can you imagine if 32 players versus 32 players, such as in Battlefield 4 Conquest, tried to all do a campaign?
Pretty cool, man.
You couldn't get it done.
I'd love it.
No,
No.
it would
You
be
couldn't get
crazy.
it done.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. You can barely get the objectives completed as it is. But, I mean...
we're not doing the whole the David Letterman thing. Remember, he said in Comedians for Cars getting coffee with football. If you have a football play for 40 players, you should be able to play 40 players on the field. So, completely different philosophy here. Yeah.
I think that
Can you imagine a football game where 40 people are playing on one side
I think
and the other
that
side
6
has
on-
11?
That would
They could
suck.
just start like lining up and just kind of walking into people.
Yeah, that would.
I think 6 on 6 will be perfectly fine. You can't get too crowded in this kind of game.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially a game that's, like, filled full of buildings that you can traverse in various
None of
different
us
angles.
have Xboxes. So we can't even
Well,
play.
hey, we might. Maybe. Hopefully one day.
One day.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I mean,
All right, well, that's going to be it for tonight. Today. recording.
Which game?
Yeah. What game should we be playing this weekend?
War
Logan?
Game Airland Battle. It's awesome.
Good game.
It's frustrating, but it's awesome.
Yeah. Will, what game?
I don't know.
That game with the cookies that Will seems to enjoy.
No, seriously, what game would you be enjoying this weekend?
Pokemon Z Cube. I don't know.
Well, yeah, I recently got Pokemon X, and so I'm playing through that. Probably, I mean, as the new year comes out, there will be new games being announced, but they're not yet coming out. Maybe try playing some mobile or tablet games while you're waiting for the newer games to come out.
So, have you played any more Kingdom Hearts?
Yes.
What do you think of that?
It's incredibly difficult, but it's wonderful.
Yeah, it is. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I have a beta key to Elder Scrolls Online, so
Thanks to a big supporter of College Gamer, our friend from high school, Brandon Lunsford.
I'm going to be playing through that, which I am unable to talk about because of the non-disclosure agreement. But I'm going to be talking about that.
He's so vehemently signed because he wants to keep this all a secret.
Well, I have to keep it a secret, otherwise bad things will
He'll
happen.
get sued by whoever is developing.
Yeah, so I'm going to be playing that game all weekend. Hopefully, you listener got in, so you can experience it as well. When I can talk about it,
He might.
I probably will.
The funny thing about Alex is he hates fantasy fiction and he hates adventure games, so this will really... This is not up his alley, but he's going to give it a shot.
I don't know, Logan. That's kind of pretty much the complete opposite.
Yeah, I
of
know, he
what
loves
I
this
am.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
If he had an
They're
Xbox,
beautiful
he'd be the
games.
biggest Halo fanboy. He would
No,
be.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, you would.
I'm not. I don't like Halo. I don't like Halo. I've tried it. Can't do it. I don't like
Are
Halo.
you sure it's not your closet hatred of Microsoft? getting
Nope.
away?
I don't like. I don't like Halo. I don't. Something about it just doesn't.
Are you sure
work
it's
for
not
me.
the fans that bother you?
The fans kind of get annoying, but they're not as bad as some of the things I'm fan of. So
Yeah.
It's not that bad.
What's that show about the bikers?
Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah.
I love Sons of
I hate
Anarchy.
those fans.
Why? They're not that bad at all.
I just felt like
Anyway.
annoying you.
You know
Okay,
what
we're done.
fans I hate?
Hey.
You want to get on this?
He hates Doctor
Nope,
Who.
I hate
fans.
Doctor Who fans. Why? Because I can't shut up about it.
I don't talk about it all the time.
Yeah.
I
Well.
made you watch
Neither
like a
do
22-minute
I.
video the other day, but
They say I look like one of the freaking doctors,
have you
and
seen the young pictures of David Tennant? It looks just like him. It's creepy.
apparently I look like a
really.
young
No,
David
no,
Tennant.
you gotta see the
And
pictures.
he had a lot more freckles.
Look at the pictures.
You haven't seen me when I was young, have you?
Dude, he was a freckled bug. Whatever you want to call it. Okay.
Freckle bug.
Yeah, I was full of
Monster,
freckles.
freckle bug, he
I was full of freckles.
I used to make fun of him all the time.
Yeah.
I was a bad friend. Just kidding. Alright. Oh, that's it. We're done. Pack up, go home.
Well, Logan just gave you our final goodbye, so see
Get the
ya.
hell out of here.
No, ladies and gentlemen. This was episode 11 of the College Gamer Podcast. Thank you for joining us. We will see you next week when, who knows? Hopefully it's as good as a news week as it was this week.
It'll be hard to beat.
We will see you next time.